Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Imagination is more important than knowledge, for knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. I have no special talent. I'm only passionately curious. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. You never fail until you stop trying. The only source of knowledge is experience. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. We live in the midst of mystery, surrounded by the marvel of life. It is the most beautiful thing in the world, and the more we understand it, the more we appreciate it. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. We still do not know 1,000th of 1% of what nature has revealed to us. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. I am convinced that He, God, does not play dice. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. What is right is not always popular, and what is popular is not always right. I believe in one thing, that only a life lived for others is a life worth living. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Imagination is the highest form of research. The most incomprehensible thing about the world is that it is comprehensible. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The only real valuable thing is intuition. Imagination and fiction make up more than 3/4 of our real life. I never made one of my discoveries through the process of rational thinking. Great ideas often receive violent opposition from mediocre minds. Not everything that counts can be counted, and not everything that can be counted counts. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. I want to know God's thoughts. The rest are details. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. The world is not dangerous because of those who do harm, but because of those who look at it without doing anything. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Everything that is really great and inspiring is created by the individual who can labor in freedom. Genius is 1% talent and 99% hard work. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. I do not believe that the solution to our problems is to use more force. I believe that a solution lies in a higher moral understanding of life. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. The true value of a human being is determined primarily by the measure and the sense in which he has attained liberation from the self.